Hey there, thank you so much for clicking on this video. My name is Jordan and I'm with Working Aussies Homestead, and today we are going to go over how our January budget went and go ahead and make our February budget. Let's get started. I do want to say before we get started though, if you are new to our channel, welcome. If you are returning, thank you so much for being one of our biggest fans and watching all of our videos. I know these videos are not quite as fun as some of our other ones, but this holds us accountable, and also I hope that it helps hold you accountable too if you are working on a budget or working towards becoming debt-free, because that is where we are. And so I wanted to say thank you. Another thing I did want to bring up is this month we are challenging ourselves to post 3 videos a week starting today. So thank you so much for watching this video, and I hope that you stick around for the rest of the month and our videos. It's going to be really fun. We have a litter of puppies right now, as well as a new baby, and so some of our videos will be focused around that. It's also growing season, so Josh is very excited to go ahead and start some seeds and show you guys our upgrades that we made to the greenhouse. So stay tuned later this month for more videos on that. But let's go ahead and get started on our budget, reviewing how the month of January went. Went a little different than we hoped and we expected, but sometimes that's just how it happens. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm gonna go ahead and pull up my Every Dollar budgeting app, and it is going to ask me if I'm ready to make my February budget. We're gonna go back and look at January first. So we're gonna scroll at the top, click on over to January. So our income is not quite what we expected. We had a litter of puppies born December 31st, and so how our process works is we require the deposit within the first week of the puppies being born, rather than taking a deposit for somebody to be on our waiting list. And of the 7 families that we had ready and excited about this litter, we only had 3 go ahead and place their deposit. So the others wanted to wait. We've added more people to our waiting list who wanted to wait as well. And so we still have 5 spots available on our litter of puppies. So our income is not as high as what we initially put for the month of January, but that's all right. We had 11,000 of the initial planned income going to savings, so it's okay. That's where it's good to be flexible and not have all of your eggs in one basket for us. So let's get back to the budget. Starbucks, Josh and I did not make our goals that we had planned. You know, again, it just is what it is. We work with what we have. We did get $109 from YouTube, which was nice. And then we did board some dogs, so that is in there. So scrolling down, all of our bills were the same as expected. Groceries, I know we did go over. I don't have them all accounted for in there. I need to do that. We need to definitely be better this month about making sure that we are adding in transactions. But we have gas and insurance in there. We have the Homestead items. A few of these did go over in budget. Also, we added 2 things during the month of January, and that's why it's nice to also kind of have a little bit of a cushion to figure out, you know, where we can add something into the budget. So one of those was taxes. We went ahead and filed our taxes. So that was $99.85. That's because we filed taxes not only federal, but also state, and then also out of state for Kansas. Josh went and worked out in Kansas for a few weeks. So we went ahead and filed those. And then SHL stands for Schoolhouse Life. We signed up for a awesome class that our friends are teaching, our friends Drew and Lacey over at the Schoolhouse Life. They are teaching a Homestead Mastermind course. I guess it's not necessarily a course, but it's more to help with I guess, jumpstarting your plans for your homestead. They offer a holistic homestead mapping opportunity, and also like access to an online community and a forum, and basically being able to pick their brain about anything, which is awesome because they do have a lot more experience than we do, and they are both very big into permaculture and regenerative practices. So we went ahead and signed up for that 6 months, and it'll help us really get a better view and understanding of what we can do better here, and then if we move in the near future, what we can do better on our new property too. So that is on there, and it's going to be $127 a month for 6 months. They had an option where it was cheaper to go ahead and pay all of it up front, but again, we didn't have that amount in the budget to go ahead and just pay up front. So we did the monthly option on that. Dog and cat food. Our vet visit was actually less than expected, so it was only $207. We put $400 in the budget, so that was nice. We went ahead and paid the stud fee, the gym. We had a date night, and then Apple and Audible, and then Josh's loan. So all of those to say we had $1,916.34 left to budget, and that will kind of go into savings, but also help us flex a little bit in the coming months because our paid maternal and paternal leave ended January 20th. So we are going to use up some of our sick and vacation time from work, but it's not going to be the same as a regular paycheck, obviously. So that extra $1,900 is going to go and kind of help us stay afloat and make sure we can still pay all of our bills. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into February. So we're going to go ahead and create. If you are new here, like I said, welcome. We use Every Dollar Budgeting app, and how the app works is it actually will transfer over everything from the previous month into the current month. That is why we go down the list top to bottom and adjust as needed, because our income is not the same every month. So I am going to go ahead and take this off. We're gonna combine our Starbucks income for this month for our vacation and sick time that we're gonna use, and we're gonna have it be to the tune of roughly $1,500. So we have $1,500. We're going to add $100 in here for YouTube. Our goal this month is to go ahead and get 4 more families signed up to add one of our puppies to their family. And then boarding, we're gonna board one of our regular dogs again, so that is in there. So that is what we have for income for the month of February. So $7,740. And we're gonna just go down the list. Mortgage is gonna be the same. Our water is gonna be $44.06. Natural gas is the same. Our electricity went up. So we're on a co-op, which it seems to go up when it's cold, even though we don't use more electricity. I don't know how that works exactly, but it's in there anyways. Trash is going to be $40.26. Our phone is going to be $134.14, and that's what it'll be from here on out. We did change to a new plan, so that's on there. Storage unit and internet is the same. We're going to keep groceries the same. Gas, we're going to do $100. Insurance is still the same, and we did not do the maintenance last month, so we're going to do it this month. So we're going to put $25 in here. For feed, so here's the big news of the month. We got rid of our goats, which means that our feed bill goes down because we were buying hay for them, which is $8.50 per square bale, which is a little ridiculous, but it's all right. So we're gonna go down to $175 on our feed budget. Adobe is still in there. We're adding something extra to our order this month. We're gonna do $150 on doTERRA. We can take the greenhouse out of there. Whoop, takes you all the way back to the top. All right, take the greenhouse out of there. We can take the taxes out of there. We're gonna leave the SHL because that's going to be reoccurring for the next 6 months. All right. Dog and cat food is going to $215.36. And then we are taking the puppies to the vet. That's going to be $358. Okay. And then we're going to rename this one. So we include a puppy pack with all of our puppies that has a lot of our favorite items to help set our new puppy parents up for success. And so we'll start ordering some of that stuff this month. So I'll go ahead and put $500 in there. And then the gym is in there still. Health insurance. We don't need date night. And we don't need Apple. Okay. So I'm going to change Audible. We went ahead and canceled that. So I'm going to change the name of it to Class. So this is a puppy class for Joy. She is our almost 6-month-old puppy now. So that is in there so that she can continue learning. And then another item in here is we did purchase a wood burning stove for our future house. So that is on here for $200. And then we still have Josh's loan, which is $310.47. So, well, let's hope the month goes as planned and expected, because if we do not sell those 4 puppies, we will definitely be in the red by a lot. So this again is one of those times where we are very thankful and grateful for being able to do what we do, and also where we lean into our faith a little bit more. And okay, maybe a lot more. We lean into our faith a lot more during times like this where there's uncertainty, and there's definitely a lot of uncertainty in the world right now. And one of those things too is being uncertain about our jobs. As crazy as that sounds, we took an additional 12 weeks of leave from work to, they called it a bonding period, to spend that extra time with our baby, which means we wouldn't go back to work until mid-April. But on the flip side of that, you know, we have a lot of friends at work that talk to us still, and everybody got another raise, but everybody's hours were cut drastically. And so while a raise is nice, it doesn't make any sense when your hours are cut. And so when you're only working 12 to 20 hours a week, you can't really live off of that. And so we have a friend that had a baby a few months ago, and him and his wife are almost to the point where they don't really know what to do, because yes, he got another raise at work, but he's only been given 2 to 3 days of work, and they're only 6-hour shifts. And so there's a lot of uncertainty about going back to work and what that looks like. You know, we had some different plans for the year and how the year would go, and we got a very clear message that that's not how the year was going to turn out for us. So I had hoped that I could line up some more speaking engagements, and almost everyone that I reached out to or talked to last year either didn't respond back, or said that they didn't have a budget for me to come, or that their budget was already maxed out, or that they didn't have any speaker spots available anymore, which is somewhat frustrating because I had been working on securing those spots since August, and it's tough. It's tough to work hard at something and make plans and prepare and expect, and then God says those aren't the plans He has for you. And we know that it'll be all right, that there is obviously another door that's going to open that's going to be better. So that's what we have faith and pray about. And it's tough. It's tough being new parents and having a litter of puppies, and then all at the same time, while we have these things in life to be joyful and blessed and excited about, we're worried about if we're going to even have a job to go back to. If they're not going to have hours for us, then what's the point of going back and taking hours from somebody else? If you are the praying kind, we would definitely appreciate your prayers and thoughts surrounding our decisions when it comes to going back to work, or what the next step is, or what the next plan is. So in the meantime, we'll just keep on keeping on and start planting and growing things, and go ahead and breed our rabbits so that we can have that meat source later on in a few months. So thank you so much for watching this video. I'll see you next time.